Today we're talking about 2024's class superlatives for non-allocated whiskey. This is going to be a fun list. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. Thanks for joining us. If you're new here, Erin is more of the social sipper. I am the whiskey nerd that kind of retains all the knowledge. I'll probably be talking a little bit more in this video because it's kind of a whiskey nerdy topic, but we're going to have fun with this one.
We are.
We pulled some common superlatives for classes because it's back to school season, so that's on our mind. Not that we're in school, but, you know, people are
other
in
people
school.
are in school.
People of the world are in school right now. So we're going to run through this. It's going to be fun. These are non-allocated bottles, so if they are available in your market, you should be able to find them, or you can find an online retailer that can ship them to you. So there should be a lot of options for getting your hands on these.
Yeah.
Some of these might be kind of obvious. Some of these are going to be pretty big curveballs to some of you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah,
Let's start off. And you got to start off with the best all around, right?
I feel like that you have to end with a best all around.
No, we're going to start with it.
Okay.
Because we are Stuff and Whiskey.
Oh.
And you know it's Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
I mean,
It's always Wild Turkey Rare Breed.
did you expect anything else if you are a longtime viewer of the channel?
Let's talk about why. Okay.
Because it tastes like heaven on earth.
It's got the proof. It's got the price. It's got the availability. It's awesome. It works well in cocktails. It works well on ice. It works well neat.
It's not super expensive yet.
It's not super expensive. It's not the most approachable pour at 116.8 proof for everybody, but you can put water in it and water it down to make it more enjoyable. And honestly, you know, a lot of times what gets recommended if you don't like as high of a proof, people recommend Wild Turkey 101 to bring it down a little bit in the proof point. I would just recommend getting a bottle of this and adding some water to it till it gets to the point in which you like the flavor profile, because this has more age than Wild Turkey 101. So you're getting a little bit more of a complete flavor profile, and it's as classic as Kentucky bourbon gets. Most of these on this list, by the way, are bourbons. So we do have a few ryes in here, but we'll talk about those when we get to them. But yeah, best all around definitely goes to Wild Turkey Rare Breed, at least in our book and in our heart. And in our yearbook, because I mean that's what these are. Yeah. Our book is the yearbook. Anyways, moving on. Best personality. So when we say best personality in a whiskey, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
You tell me. What does best personality mean to you?
I feel like a whiskey that's unoffensive, really nice, pleasant, good to be around.
Do you know anybody that's ever gotten best personality as a superlative?
You set me up. I did. I got it in high school.
Yeah, you did.
Insider info, I only got it because the girl who actually won it had already won another category, and you were not allowed to win 2 categories. So I was technically the runner-up. So therefore, I won best personality because she won something else.
Okay.
But it's okay. It's fine.
Nice, inoffensive. Everybody likes it. Now, this is probably will be the one asterisk on the list. Buffalo Trace is not available in every market, but it is a favorite of many people for a reason. And as much as I bemoan and decry how much Buffalo Trace's mid-tier allocated bottles that people go nuts over, like Elmer T. Lee and, you know, the Weller line and all that stuff, a lot of that's pretty bogus to me. This right here at $26.99 in our market,
It's
and
solid pour.
if you're in a store at the end of the month in Nashville, Tennessee, and a lot of other markets, you can find these bottles. They're sitting on shelves. They might be one per, depending on the store, but you can find these if you look around. So it's a great product. It's been a hot summer. It's been an exceptionally hot summer, it feels like, and I find myself reaching for Buffalo Trace quite a bit, like 4th of July. Buffalo Trace is what I drink.
Great sipper for hot weather, for sure.
If you can't find Buffalo Trace in your market, but you have any of the Benchmark products, I recommend Benchmark Top Floor as a really good alternative. It's made by Sazerac, made by Buffalo Trace, actually. So not just the parent company, but the actual distillery. And it is a very comparable alternative. And it's actually a little bit lower proof at 86, so even more approachable for most palates. And yeah, just good stuff all around. So let's go ahead and go on to some people's favorite superlative, Class Clown.
Oh.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't get any superlatives.
You didn't?
In high school. No.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't even know what I would have gotten.
I don't know.
I had a troubled youth. Anyways. All right. Class Clown. And for us, we're going to put in Dark Arts Whiskey House. Now, the Class Clown, everybody loves a Class Clown except maybe the teachers.
The teachers probably don't.
Right. But the class clown isn't afraid to do their own thing, to bring joy to other people.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what Dark Arts Whiskey House is doing. Macaulay over there marches to the beat of his own drum. He's a character. He's insanely gifted and talented when it comes to blending whiskey and finishing whiskey. He does it better than pretty much anybody else in the industry. So the fact that he's willing to go out on a limb, create his own project to start making it available to everybody is amazing. These two are barrel picks, but that's why they have these cool glass toppers on them.
Oh, so they're not all glass toppers?
No, but even the regular shelf available stuff, it is available if it's in your market. The price isn't too high. I think they go for about 60 to 80 bucks or so. You know, it's sourced whiskey that's been finished in almost every case, but boy, oh boy, do they do some amazing things.
Yeah.
And the bottles look awesome.
Yeah.
They're
cool.
They're bringing joy into people's lives by being a little bit different and having a lot of fun. And you really can't beat that. Thank goodness and thank God for the class clowns out there.
You always need a class clown.
Yeah.
They bring levity to a very serious situation, although whiskey's not serious, but
exactly.
School is serious, and sometimes you're stressed, and you need a class clown to make you laugh.
Yeah. So next up, we're going to get into best dressed.
Oh.
And I think this one's pretty obvious.
Well,
what's the best looking bottle in the game?
Well, honestly, it's not the one we have on this. Smoke Wagon. They have really pretty bottles.
Smoke Wagon has pretty bottles and Blanton's has pretty bottles, but for us, the contents of the bottle has to match the
outside.
Right.
The inside has to match the outside. You can't just be a pretty package. You have to be the whole deal.
It's like when you see somebody dressed really nice, but it feels forced, even though it looks like it should look good, but they're not wearing it comfortably.
Although, I just want to say, we weren't saying that like Smoke Wagon and Blanton's wasn't good, but we like something else better.
Right.
There
and
you
for
go.
us, it's going to be Hard Truth. It's going to be any Hard Truth bottle. These things
look
are
at this.
absolutely gorgeous.
Cork. It's awesome. It's like rustic.
Yeah.
And the bottle has this like, I don't know what it's called. It's not etching. It's not called etching, but embossing or something.
Embossing or debossing. I can never remember which one's which. But it's got that going on. It's got this crazy cool cork. I mean, these are their two lower proof offerings. This is their bourbon and their high road rye. Both awesome. Honestly, by the way, if you can't get Buffalo Trace in your market and you can get this Hard Truth bourbon, get this, the Sweet Mash bourbon. It's amazing. I actually prefer it to Buffalo Trace. So I would buy this over Buffalo Trace. It is more expensive though. So you got to be willing to pay 40 bucks rather than 26. But if this was the same price as Buffalo Trace, I'd probably never buy Buffalo Trace again. I just drink this.
All right.
But the High Road Rye is amazing as well. Both great products, and like Aaron said, these bottles are awesome.
Bottles are beautiful. The whiskey is beautiful. They're beautiful all around, inside and out.
And they're beautiful people that run the place.
Mm-hmm.
On the inside, they're beautiful people because you can be good looking, but to be beautiful, you got to be good looking on the inside. Or something like that. But anyways,
you know what I mean.
Beautiful property over there, by the way. If you're ever near Indianapolis, Indiana, you owe yourself a visit to Hard Truth. Awesome spot. Can't say enough good things about Hard Truth. If you've watched the channel regularly, you know how much we love those guys. Coming up next is going to be Cutest Couple.
Oh.
And this is...
Who is this?
This is kind of,
Is this controversial?
No.
Okay.
It's right in there with the best dressed.
Okay.
But like, this is a couple, right?
Yeah.
And this is going to be a bourbon and rye set as well.
Yep.
And this is going to be Jack Daniels.
But not any Jack Daniels.
The barrel proof stuff.
Jack Daniels is barrel proof.
This bottle right here. I know everybody loves Blanton's as far as bottle shape goes, and everybody loves those old Fitzgerald decanter series, and I love all those too. But this bottle is up there with some of the best bottles in the game. It's absolutely gorgeous. This bourbon and rye are two of the absolute best whiskeys that you can get for the money that are readily available on pretty much every shelf. Both of these should be around the $65 to $70 price point in pretty much every market. And it's amazing whiskey if you like barrel proof whiskey. Both of them are great on ice. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, the rye makes awesome cocktails. One of the best old fashions you'll ever have if you want to get a high level elite whiskey old fashioned. Do that with the rye, the barrel proof rye. I mean, I can't say enough good things about Jack Daniels. We are here in Tennessee. We do love them. We've talked about them plenty on the channel, but man, absolutely Cutest Couple. They look good together. They look good on the shelf. You owe it to yourself to get some of that. All right, next up, Life of the Party. So
Life of the Party.
This is a little bit different than the Class Clown.
Different than Class Clown in what way?
Well, the class clown brings joy into people's lives.
Yeah.
But without the class clown, it's all good.
Yeah.
You can keep on going about your business.
Yeah.
Life of the party, I mean...
They bring the party.
They bring the party. It ain't a party till they show up. For
the
real.
party don't start till I walk in.
Okay. This is easy for us.
Yes.
And these bottles are going to be a testament to this, by the way.
The fact that they're almost empty.
Yes. Nashville
All of them.
Barrel Company.
Any Nashville Barrel Company that you like.
Yes. Now, these bottles right here, they're incredible.
Anytime we take a Nashville Barrel Company bottle to a bottle share, they always get drank. And
this is what happens. So we've gone to enough bottle shares. We've taken Nashville Barrel Company bottles to all of them. And they end up being some of the most drank things on the table. And that's including some of the like craziest, wildest bottles you could possibly imagine being shared at some of these bottle shares.
Yeah.
But when we bring these to things, and these are our barrel picks that we've done this year, which, by the way, if you're interested in our barrel picks, you can get to those over through Patreon for as little as $3 a month. That'll get you in with our community and our Discord. And then as you go up, it gets you more availability to these before they sell out. And a lot of these Nashville Barrel Companies do sell out before they are available to everybody. But
they're just representative of the
Yes.
category of Nashville Barrel Company whiskey.
Oh, I bring
They're doing a lot of good stuff.
I bring bottles we don't pick, but other Nashville Barrel Companies, single barrels to parties, like bottle shares and things. And people cannot get enough of them because it's some of the best whiskey put in bottles.
Yep.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are the most expensive bottles on our list, but for good reason, because it is honestly some of our favorite whiskey on this list.
Yeah.
I don't even have the fourth bottle that we picked this year because it got completely, like, it was gone. It was gone. It gone. So these are awesome. I can't say enough good things about Nashville Barrel Company. We are huge fans. That's why we pick so many barrels over there. It just so happens that they're in our backyard, but they're just working magic on barrels. What they're doing.
And they're great people over there that run it as well.
Yeah. So love their stuff. Definitely they bring the party wherever they go. And if you ever are in Nashville, you owe it to yourself to go by one of the two locations, or I would just go by both. It's a party when you go there as well.
I actually have not been to the downtown location yet.
We gotta go.
We should go.
All right. Next up, most unique. And this one's going to be good. We could go a lot of different directions with this.
Yeah.
But we chose this for a very specific reason. And it's going to be Still Austin. Now,
because it's the only Texas whiskey that doesn't taste bad. That might be a hot take, but that's just my opinion. And this is my YouTube channel, so I'm going to say it.
Yeah. I mean, it is unique that it is Texas whiskey that doesn't taste like Texas whiskey and that is actually good.
Yes.
That is quite a feat.
Very unique.
But their stuff is really good. I mean, they are putting out some of the best whiskey out there for the age that I can possibly think of. Like, this is a barrel pick, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it says at least 2 years old. This is the Barrels for Hope pick. But we've tried the cast strength rye, just the regular release cast strength rye that's only 2 years old as well, and tasted it on the heels of an old Carter rye, which was highly propped up and lauded and like a $300 bottle. And I preferred the 2-year Still Austin cast strength rye. Like, they're doing absolutely insane things with whiskey at young ages down there. It's almost breaking the mold. I don't know if they even need to age it much more because Texas things start.
Because of the heat in Texas, yeah.
But they're just producing. I've had this stuff blind, and I called it beautiful whiskey. and then I found out it was a 2-year Texas whiskey, and then I found out it was still like, come on, Still Austin, killing a game. All right, last category. Most likely to succeed. And this one, I had to think about for a minute.
Yeah, this one was a tough one when we were talking about it.
I feel like it's important. It's an important category.
It is.
But I think when I reveal this, it's going to make perfect sense.
Well, when we were talking about it, the logic makes
Once
sense
it
to
hit,
me. Yeah.
The answer is Green River. Now, Green River's whiskey is phenomenal. Period. We don't even have the 90 proof or the 93 proof or whatever it is regular version of this because we drank it all. We like it that much. We haven't gone to get a replacement yet, but the next time I'm at the store, I will. But first off, the bottles are gorgeous, so it has some marketing appeal. It's got the little horseshoe in the bottom. They even have a little game where you can slide a coin from across the table under, inside the horseshoe, into the little slot.
I mean, that's kind of fun.
So it's like the bottle in of itself is a party trick.
Boys used to flick paper.
Oh yeah,
school.
the paper footballs. Yeah,
it's like the same concept.
But this is a barrel pick. Their barrel picks are awesome. We're vying to get one for ourselves over, through our Discord and through our Patreon. But also...
Why are you pointing back there? Are they back there?
Well, I mentioned it previously in the video, so I was like, back a ways.
Our Discord's back there, y'all.
Yeah. But they have now a regular cask strength product that's on the shelves for $50. It's awesome. Yeah. It's awesome. I got to try it the other day. I can't wait to go get a bottle.
Because you're kind of under the radar right now?
Yeah, I think people know they exist, but they don't know how good their stuff is. They also just recently announced that they're going to be releasing a $22 like well whiskey, like a lower proof 80-something proof. $22 like bar cocktail mixer to kind of rival Jack Daniels and Jim Beam and things like that. I think in 10 years, we're going to all look back and this is going to be just like, oh yeah, it's like Jack and Jim and Green River. Like it's going to be in that level of discussion if they keep doing what they're doing. They need to change their name
to a human's name to make it fit though. No. Jack, Jim, and Joe.
If they keep doing
Joe River.
If they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to be one of the household names in the industry. And if you haven't tried their whiskey yet, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. If you like low proof, get the regular bourbon. That's what we like. If you like weeded bourbon, get the weeded low proof bourbon. If you like barrel proof stuff, get the cask strength or whatever, barrel proof, whatever they call it, and keep your eye out for barrel picks as well.
Yeah.
Their rye's awesome. Everything they're doing is good. I'm convinced they don't even make bad whiskey. I don't know that they're capable of it. It's astounding. But anyways.
I mean, that's a challenge right there, I think.
If you thought this list was astounding and what we do over here on the channel is astounding, think about subscribing, liking the video. If you want to join us on a live stream, hit that bell. It'll let you know when we're going live. And again, check out our Patreon if you'd like. We do a lot of fun stuff over there. We're all about good people and good whiskey. So if you are good people and you like good whiskey, you should absolutely check that out.
You can also check out merch. If you like Josh's shirt, you can get that at stuffandwhiskey.com. And there's other stuff over there too.
Yeah, you got your cozy corner with some good stuff. We got glassware, all kinds of stuff.
Check it out.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay, that's it for today, y'all. Be good to each other, and until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.